First and foremost, I'd like to thank God for this great opportunity. I love challenges. And I really want to thank Robert for his patience with me. This has been going on for a while, and I really struggled with the decision that I had to make because I fell in love with Houston. I fell in love with my players. I fell in love with the city. And I told my family 3 years ago I would never leave Houston. And so I've had a lot of opportunities to go other places. I never entertained them because of my love that I had for my players and the city and Texas Southern University. A friend of mine a couple of months ago inquired about this job, and I told him I didn't have any interest because of my love that I had for my program. It kept going and kept going and kept going, and once I had the opportunity to speak with Robert, it really was a no-brainer, but I still struggled with it because of my commitment that I had made. So I want to apologize and thank you for your patience with me. It wasn't an easy decision, not because of Detroit University, but because of my commitment that I had made with my former school, fans and alumni. And about a week ago, I had made my mind that I was coming. And I was talking to a worker, and when he was talking to me, he said something really powerful to me. He said, "Coach, you've done a great job here. It's always good to leave something better than when you got it." And he had tears in his eyes when he was talking to me. And it really touched me, and I almost changed my mind again. Because I'm a loyal guy, I'm a patient guy, and I understand I'm a people's person. And so Robert was unbelievable patient with me. But the last conversation we had, his passion just came through the phone, and I came here for an interview, and everything he said, he was taking notes of our conversation in the interview. And I mean every word. When you're in a performance environment, it's not designed to feel good. It's all about hard work and pushing yourself to the limits. And I pride myself on that. I pride myself on doing things that no one else is willing to do. He talked about the end to the beginning. My first job was Indiana. My second job was UAB. My third job was Texas Southern. And in the coaching profession, it goes opposite. It goes Texas Southern, UAB, Indiana. And so I got a chance to see the end before I got a chance to see the beginning. And Texas Southern should have been my first job. And so I was explaining to Robert in the committee that I have a son that plays basketball, and our motto is, what can you say you do that nobody else is doing? And so we went 2 weeks, and he shot 60,000 shots in 2 weeks. And so, but I showed him the end of his shot. We mastered the end of his shot. And we worked from the end of his shot to the beginning of his shot. And that's why I believe that the end, you have to see it first to master it. And he saw the end of his shot. So every shot he shoots, no matter what he's doing, he's mastered the end of it. So every shot is always the same. Me being in Indiana, I got a chance to see the end. We played for a national championship in my second year as a coach. So I got the chance to see big-time basketball. I got a chance to see the passion. I got a chance to see preparation from some of the greatest coaches in college basketball. So as I worked my way back down to Texas Southern, I could give them that. I could give them the end of where we wanted to be. And I thought that anything could be done in college basketball, that we could do it at Texas Southern. And I feel the same way here. We beat Michigan State when it was a Final Four team on their home court. 2 games later, we beat Kansas State. We lost to Auburn in the last second shot. I truly believe that if you see the end, if you put a play in and you show them the play, then the drills to the play make sense. If you just put the drills in first, then it may not make any sense to the overall picture of the offense, of the play. And so that's my philosophy. When I came, they asked me my philosophy, and I said I could sit here and say we'll score 90 points, we'll press and trap, and all the things coaches says in the interview when they're trying to get a job. But mine was the end to the beginning, preparation. I know it's been a challenge for some of the players, but I look forward to working with you guys. I look forward to meeting you guys today at 1:30. I look forward to the challenge. You know, we control our ability. We controlled it. And I firmly believe that with great effort, understand what a challenge is, understand what failure is, and the most important thing is being receptive to feedback. And that's going to be really, really important, is the feedback part. I know you know my schedule. I play a very, very tough schedule, and I do that for a reason. I'm going to bring it here. You know, we'll have more home games, but we want to play a very challenging schedule because I want to compete at the highest level. I want our guys to be in the gym all summer long, knowing that they want to play at Kansas, Duke, North Carolina, Michigan State, Michigan. You know, you have to have a growth mindset to understand that challenge, because a fixed mindset tells you that it's going to be the way it's going to be and you can't do anything about it. A growth mindset explains to you that you control your abilities. There's nothing in your DNA that says that you can't be a champion. It's only the work that you put in and preparation that you put in. As I told the committee, you are your routine. You are your routine. You show me a great player, I'll show you a person that has a great routine. You show me a great business person, great routine. And so I'm going to give you that. If you don't have it, I'm going to give it to you. And if you have that, we're going to enhance it with more and more work. But again, I'm excited to be here. I'm really excited. I haven't slept for 3 weeks. I've been just, you know, again, I went back and forth with no disrespect to this university, but my commitment, I had to make the same commitment here that I made at Texas Southern. The challenges for me, I followed Coach Knight at Indiana. UAB, we lost 8 players when I came in. They transferred out. Texas Southern, we was ineligible to play in the NCAA tournament my first year. We was limited to scholarships and limited to recruiting. I haven't been off campus recruiting in 6 years. I believe in being right on campus with my players and making sure that they're doing what they have to do. I know I'm going to get out here, but the majority of my time would be here on campus with the players. I'm a team guy. I'm a one heartbeat person. If you need anything from me, I'm available for conversation at all times. I've never met a stranger in my life, and Indiana prepared me for that. So again, I'm just excited. My family's excited about it. And the last thing I want to say before questions come is that we will really, really work hard here. I'm going to challenge you. I'm going to push you to the limits. I've watched every team in this conference play over the last couple of days. I've watched my team play. And there's talent. There's very good talent. But again, you are who your routine. And we're going to push ourselves as hard as we can push ourselves on a daily basis. I want to be in my office and hear guys in the gym at 12, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, preparing themselves for a great basketball season, because as I told Robert, and he explained it to you, your behavior has to fit the setting. And what I mean by that is, if you're going to compete against the Dukes of the world, you're going to compete against North Carolina, then you have to do the same thing that they're doing. On a scale from 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, your attitude has to be between a 9 and a 10. You don't win at a 1 through 5. There's no team in the NCAA tournament playing in the Final Four, Sweet 16, Elite 8 that's operating with a 1 through 5 effort. is not operated in 1 through 5 attitude, 1 through 5 chemistry. Everything is at its highest when you get to that point. And it's my job as a coach to build us there when we get ready to get to the NCAA tournament. I had a guy call me last night, and you'll like this for sure. I think you'll like it. You may not like it. He said, Coach, how long is it going to take you to get things turned around, to get the culture going, and get? I said, about 2 months. So, we're not. The talent is here. The guys that can play, they're here. I watched them play. I've seen them compete, and I don't think it's going to take a long time. It's just a matter of them understanding me and what I want. And they were here every day, what I expect for them. And again, I'd like to thank Robert. You guys have no idea for him to be able to not convince me, persuade me, but show me how much love and secrecy and privacy that he has about. I mean, we let it out last week, but it wasn't supposed to get out. But again, I didn't want to. I mean, I wanted to be all in, and I'm all in thanks to Robin. I got a chance to meet the president last week, and he blew me away, with his personal conversation with me, and I felt like I was wanted. I felt like it's a different feeling as a coach. You never spend time. You never waste time worry about what other people think. You never waste time. But when I came and I was on the interview, it was obvious how they felt about me. They wanted me, and I flew here not to take it, and I flew back saying this is where I'm gonna come on the plane. And so thank you again for your patience, and I'm excited to be here. Thank you very much.